What is going on, my fly guys? Welcome to this YouTube. Back with another video, and we are back with more of this tier predictions of the new mons of Alola. And when we left off, we found out that Shiinotic's not all that shit. Because it actually has some decent special bulk. It's just slow and can't dish out hits, and its recovery is kind of weird. But anyway, we are moving on right away to Salazzle. Now this has a really good ability in corrosion, which it can poison steel and poison types. It can poison anything at all, even though it's not a wall. 68, 60, 60 bulk, not that good, below average. But then we have 111 special attack. That's more than Latios. 117 speed. God damn. Actually, is that more than Latios? Yeah. So, I see this thing being an OU. It also has very cool offensive type with poison fire, sludge bomb, sludge wave, fire blast, and you also can run toxic to hit the incoming Toxapex, which that is everywhere. I'll tell you that. And yeah, so I see this thing actually staying in OU. People aren't realizing how good it is, but you could toxic a Toxapex, you're good. More speed than Latios, more special attack than Latios. Really cool typing. Yeah, people will soon see. All right, now alolan Marowak. Now this thing might not look like much, but it is the most anti-Metamon you will ever see, because it has 3 immunities. It beats all the Ultra Beasts. Lightning Rod beats Xurkitree and other ones. Like Fire Ghost is such a good defensive typing. You have Will-O-Wisp, you have your new move Shadow Bone, you have Flare Blitz, you have EQ. Like, this mon is actually really good. Even though it doesn't look like it's actually really, really good. I see this thing staying in OU since it beats everything that's good right now. Also, you can run an offensive set with Thick Club where your attack stat doubles. Now, I'm not saying 80 will double 160. It's actually more than that. Alright, now moving on to Beware. Now, let me just look this mon up real quick. Because Fluffy, you take half damage from any contact move, but you're weak to fire. That's actually okay, because look at these stats. 120 HP, 125 attack, 80 defense. That's average. No, that's above average, especially with 120 HP. 60, that's around average, but it's not going to seem like it because this is what I'm seeing is going to become. Now, I wish this thing did get power up punch, but if you give this an assault vest, actually maybe you want to run bulk up. Maybe, yeah. Actually, let's make a set right now. Bulk up, drain punch. Oh, never mind. What's your fighting stat? What moves do you get? Hammer arm. I mean, you're probably slow as shit. Anyway, you get superpower. We're gonna go with hammer arm. Wish you got drain punch. EQ is nice coverage, and what else? Return of frustration. I see this becoming a set. We're gonna max out Spadef, max out HP. All right, and put 8 in attack. You already have 288 with barely any investment. You'll bulk up. Beware, I see staying in OU, if not gonna be UU, but I see this thing being OU because its stats are incredible. It has really good ability in Fluffy, and look at it. Look at it. I see it staying in OU, if not being top tier threat in UU, but I see it OU. Now we're on Zarina. Now Zarina is something very interesting. Really good at attack stat in 120, 72, 98 bulk, which is incredible. Decent, below average speed in 72, but that's good in Sumo, Sun and Moon, and you're not using special attack. I see this thing becoming the queen that Roserade once was in UU. Like, queenly majesty. Priority does not affect you. Ice Shard, you're immune to Ice Shard. Scizor, if you're using this in OU, will have to resort to U-turn and not Bullet Punch with taking you out. And you get Drop Kick, which is a very interesting grass move. Actually, do you get Leaf Blade? Never mind. What? Well, let's just see your grass moves right now, actually, because I want to make sure I'm not missing out anything, any physical. So yeah, Drop Kick. It lowers your attack, has alright base power. You have Play Rough, high jump kick, like U-turn. So this can be used as a Scarf Pokemon, but I see this thing being a queen of UU. Now we're up Comfy, where I'm not comfortable talking about this. I'm just kidding. I have to look at this thing. Comfy, it's a very weird looking mon. I see it being like a Klefki kind of thing with Tri-Edge, because healing moves priority by 3. You get Synthesis, sadly. Floral Healing heals the target, not you. I found out the hard way. You could have Dazzling Gleam, or Play Rough, but I think Dazzling Gleam is better. You have Taunt, Toxic, U-turn, and also has really good stats for like supporting mon. Max out HP. You want max out speed, so you get the most, and you also have Spit F. You have 90 defense, 110 Spit F, 100 speed, 51 HP, so you're above that Rotom HP. If people find a better way to use this, I'm saying this thing could stay OU. It's like a Klefki sort of thing. Very good typing at Fairy too, so we'll see. If not, it's gonna be UU, like I said. Now on one of my other favorite mons, Oranguru. This thing, I want to find a way to really use this up to its full potential. If not, like, from what I see, I think it's going to be RU. Has very good HP, well, defensive. 90, 80, 110. 60 base speed, well, who cares? 110 Spit F, or no, whoa. 90, 80, 110 defenses. 90 special attack, not that bad. I see a Oranguru. I want it to be better than it is. I really do. Than what I think I see it as. Its abilities aren't that good. I wish it wasn't normal. I wish it was pure psychic. But I guess you gotta use Inner Focus. It could have Calm Mind, Stored Power, because this bulk, I think... Oh, sorry. I hit my mic. I think you could pull it off. What else? Does it get Hyper Voice? What's your normal stab? What is your normal stab? Like, really, it almost hurting you. You're neutral to fighting now. Oh god, I thought it got Hyper Voice. I was about to say it's a Screaming Monkey. Oh, damn it. But what I see is Calm Mind, Stored Power, any recovery, Rest, and Sleep Talk. That's what I see coming. It's kind of a Musharna in a way. But like, these stats are really, I see them as pretty decent, and I want to see it used in RU. Now we're on Passimian, which I saw this thing as like a Hitmonlee thing at first, but it actually has some bulk on the physical side. 190, 60 defenses. Physically, that could take a lot of hits. 120 attack, which is really, really good. 80 base speed, whatever. You could Scarf it if you want to. And it also has a really good ability in Defiant, which you know what that does. If you're one of your stats get lowered, your attack goes up 2 stages. Now Receiver, that's going to be used for doubles, where if someone dies, you get their ability. Or if one of your allies. But yeah, I see this thing being UU actually, because it has decent speed and 80, like that's Chandelure speed. And then like 190, like that defenses and defense, and then 120 attack. That I see it being in UU. I see it being better than Oranguru, sadly, but I like Oranguru more, even though I had Sun. I didn't know anything. I went spoiler free, so. Alright, now. Oh wow, I never actually saw Wimpod stats. Let me actually look at Wimpod here. I want to see what its ability actually says. Alright, this Pokemon switches out when it reaches 1/2 HP or less. What's Golissopods? Emergency exit. This Pokemon switch out. Oh, okay. Wait, is that any different? Switches out. So they're the same thing, but they want to make Golissopods sound cooler. So anyway, yeah, in case you couldn't tell, we're on Golissopod, which this thing looks something straight out of Ben 10. That's what I first saw. I didn't know it was a Pokemon at first. 75, 140, 90 defenses, really good. 125 attack, amazing. 60 special attack, who cares about that shit? And 40 speed, again, whatever. You're playing. You're from Alola. Alright, so this thing gets priority in Aqua Jet, it gets first impression. And it gets liquidation, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it also gets leech life. This is not in any way or form a move set, but I'm just seeing what moves it gets. Poison Jab, Rock Slide, Spike, Sucker Punch. Jeez, this thing has a move pool, but it's that even though it has really good stats, its ability might make it UU, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I've been doing that with everybody. I might as well do it again with Golisopod. I'm saying this thing is OU because look at these stats. Just give it a Citrus Berry. I don't know. Like, find a way to get around that ability. It actually could save it in double battles. If someone double targets and it lives, I could save it. Alright, now we're on Palossand, which I really like Palossand. It was part of my team for the longest time before Passiamon was also part of my team. But Ghost Ground, interesting typing. It has 85, 110, 75 bulk, 35 speed. Well, it's a freaking sandcastle. And 100 special attack, not bad. Also has water compaction, which if it gets hit by a water move, its defense is raised by 2. I wish it gave it a resistance to water, but it does not. Sorry about that. I think this thing is going to be either not UU. I'm going to say RU or NU because its stats aren't bad. It just, I don't know. Let's just load it up. I haven't seen his move pool actually yet, so I saw it has Giga Drain, Energy Ball, Earth Power. I know it has its own like recovery move. Shore Up. Yep, that's it. Toxic. It's like its stats are pretty good. It's just I don't know. I'm saying RU or NU. Again, these are just my predictions, so. I wish they should have had Fossil Mons. I wish they did. It's freaking Tropical Island. You'll find anything there. Pyukumuku. 2 amazing abilities, great defenses, 55, 130, 130, amazing speed tier in 5, decent offenses with 60 and 30. I'm just kidding. But this Pokemon has 2 amazing abilities. I'm not lying about that. Innards Out, where it's a better version of Aftermath, where if you say you're at full HP and Specs Magnezone somehow manages to KO you, all that HP you had hits them. So say you maxed out at like what? What's your HP maxed out? Oh, you'll see its awesome move pool in 1 second. Alright, so they killed you with, they dealt 314 damage to you. They get 314 damage dealt to them with Innards Out. So you're gonna be afraid if you KO this thing. Like Pyukumuku's a threat and a half. Also, like it also has Unaware, so if you try setting up on it, you know. Alright, so this thing gets Baton Pass, which gives you momentum since it forces the hell out of switches. You could run Z Memento, you know, that's a really good set. Toxic. Recover, it has really good recovery. Z Momentum, where you kill yourself but then you fully heal like with health. The Pokemon that you bring in, it comes before Hazard, so you could save them on. It's dual screens. You could do Soak, Toxic. You could do Taunt, but I feel like it's too slow. But these two moves you'll have on anything, on all of its movesets. I guarantee it. You should. If not, you're bad. So I think Pyukumuku is going to be OU because of how bulky it is and how it's actually a threat. And look how cute it is. I really like Pyukumuku. Alright, so moving on to actually type Null, I could see being, it could be used as an Eviolite mon, I'm pretty sure. Can't be critted. It could be, it's really good stat, 95s and then 59 speed. I see this thing being RU potentially. I definitely see this thing being an RU mon. Maybe even more with UU since it could have Eviolite, I'm pretty sure. Actually, let's look that up. No, it's not its own type. Does it evolve? Does it evolve? Yep. So it does evolve, so Eviolite does work. So I oops. So I definitely see this thing being RU with the Eviolite. Also it could have Choice Band. It's like a Magneton in a way where you don't need to run Eviolite, but it has really good offensive. I don't see this thing being an NU. I don't see this thing being in NU because that's where I see Savali, like Savali heading towards. So Savali does have the RKS system, which is just it's a mini Arceus. Look at these stats. It can be any type. It has very good move pool. Actually, let me show you. How do you what? Silvally. I've been saying Seavali. So, it has its own item memory cards. See, and then it has its own multi-attack, a weaker judgment, and look at these. Look at this. Ready. Look how colorful its moveset is. Also has Parting Shot, which was exclusive to Pangoro before. Like, it has a really good moveset, and like I said, all 95s everywhere. So I see this thing being UU because 95, it's not the best, it's not 100s, but it's really good. It's not anything bad at all, so that's still volley for you. So yeah, UU and RU for type Null. So now we are going to Minior, and Minior's a god. The Shields Down is a really good ability. It's like Aegislash's shield change, but you can't be status, and you're only in this form when you're above half your health. So it has 60, 100, 100. Like, this looks like nothing, but it has Shell Smash, and then when it Shell Smashes, these 100s and 60s switch, and this 60 speed doubles to 120. And then you Shell Smash, and when you Shell Smash before, you can't be status. So this thing is a Shell Smash god. It's like Cloyster. I see this thing staying in OU because this thing is one of the best sweepers Sun and Moon has introduced. Like, I actually see this thing actually staying in OU. What's our time right now? Alright. Komala. Alright, so Komala is very interesting. It has 115 attack, which is incredible. Also 65, 95 bulk, and specialist side, not that bad. 65, 65. Defense, not good. And then 65, 65. Well, 65 speed, not good. I see this thing. Excuse me. I see this thing either being OU because it has a lot of utility, and also has Comatose, where it cannot be statused. I mean, it could be statused by like Confusion, but Confusion is a minor status, but only like on secondary effects, I believe. But yeah, Komala is really an interesting mon. I think it's either gonna be OU or UU. I'm gonna not give it the benefit. I don't know. I don't know with Komala. It's definitely better than RU. It might be top tier in UU, but I could see it being in OU because people are using it right now with all this crazy shit around. All right, now we're on Tutonator, and Tutonator Fire Dragon. What a letdown Tutonator was, honestly. 60, 135, 85. Actually, really good bulk, but you're weak to so many. You're weak to. Fire Dragon's a really cool type, but you're grounded, so you're weak to ground. I don't know. 91 special attacks, not that bad either, but shell armor, you can't be critted. This thing's gonna be an NU. I'm calling it because it's too slow to pull off the shell smash. I don't know. I think it's gonna be NU. Not too much to talk about there. Togedemaru. I love Togedemaru. It has. Alright, so it has 65, 63, 73 bulk. And that's below average on a sweeper mon, since this thing has 98, 96. Like 98 attack, 96 speed. It's very good defensive typing on electric steel. Like that has 11 resistances, and it could possibly have 2 immunities with lightning rod, but also has iron barbs, which is something only Fearthorn had, and also has sturdy. So no matter what, it might get a hit off. It has very good abilities, decent offensive stats. I'm saying this thing is gonna be NU though. It's like a good Pikachu clone. It's a really good, and I like the name Togedemaru. So yeah, I definitely see that thing being NU. Now moving on to Alolan. This guy became manly. It also has Galvanize, so it's like it's the refrigerate pixelate thing where it turns normal moves into electric moves, and this thing has explosion. Also it has 80, 130, 65 bulk, 45 speed, but you could run like a rock polish set, and I see Alolan staying in NU, well, rising to NU. It's too slow. You could do the weakness policy, rock polish, since it has really good bulk, but not on the special side. That's just what I see. I could definitely be wrong on that one. It could definitely be like RU, but not UU. Now we are on Mimikyu, where Mimikyu's disguise combined with its Ghost Fairy and its decent 55, 80, 105 bulk makes Mimikyu a very hard mon to deal with. Also has 90 attack, 96 speed, so that's pretty good. Okay, what this guy does is where if you use a move on it, guess what? It does 0 the first time because you hit the wrong target. Every single time. But then this guy's can break, which sucks, but Mimikyu is honestly an amazing mon. I could see this thing being UU at least. I'm saying that at least because Mimikyu's ability, it could set up a free SD with taking 0. And then it has priority in Shadow Sneak. It has powerful stabs and Play Rough, and then Shadow Claw. I'm doing that off the top of my head. Oh, busted. Let's take a look at its move pool. You can run a bulk up set. It has Will-O-Wisp. I know that since it's a ghost type. Leech Life, ever so powerful. Leech Life. Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Thunder Wave, Wood Hammer. What? Like, Mimikyu is no joke, even though it might look like one. It's also a jokester. Haha. But yeah, I see this thing being UU at least. I'm gonna just say UU. Bruxish. Now, I thought this thing was absolute trash, but Strong Just, Psychic Fangs, Crunch, Swords Dance, it could actually sweep and put in some work. I'm saying this thing is gonna be RU because it has decent 105 attack, well, good 105 attack, decent 92 speed, and everything else is kind of lackluster on 68, 70 bulk. Well, not lackluster, but below average. As also immune to what's that? priority, but Strong Judges outclasses since it has Psychic Fangs as its move. And if it's just I see it as a really good sweeper. Like Pokeaim used it a lot today and actually put in some work. So Bruxish is no joke. Don't take it lightly, although it looks like what cuz. Now we are on Drampa. Now this thing, look at that. 135 special attack, 78, 85, 91 bulk, 36 speed, yeah, whatever. Also has the Berserk ability where if its health gets below half, its special attack is raised by 1. Sap Sipper, immune to grass, normal dragon, whatever. This thing will drop Dracos and it will hurt. Its special attack is higher than Latios. Yeah. I see this thing being UU. Because it's just like a nuke button. Like, Dracos will hurt. Dragon Pulse if you want to, like, I don't know. Don't hit as hard, but you don't get the special attack lowered. And if you pick someone off, oh, never mind. If you, like, if your health goes below half, you get the Berserk. I was thinking it was Beast Boost for a second. Woo! But yeah, that's Drampa. Well, actually, let's look at its move pool. I really like Drampa, though. Like, look at that. Special attack raised by 1. Yep. Okay. Energy Ball, Ice Beam, Draco, and then Pulse, Extra Sensory, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Hurricane, Hyper Voice. It even gets play rough. Shadow Ball, Surf, Thunderbolt. Jesus, this thing really should have been Dunsparce evolution. It kind of looks like it and has the move pool of a Dunsparce. But yeah, I'm saying that thing's going to be UU. So much better than Tortutinator. Alright, where's the new Mon? Alolan Sandslash. Ice Steel typing, very cool. What time are we at? Alright, we're getting towards the end. Ice Steel typing, 75, 120, 65 bulk. Pretty above average with that defense. Has SD, has Icicle Crash, has Iron Head, has EQ, has Slush Rush. This thing in the Hail will sweep. I see this being NU, but on Hail teams, it will definitely be an OU threat. Only can be used in Hail, though. That's why I'm saying it's that. Also, quad weak to fighting, yeah, and fire. But it's an interesting typing. Alright, now we're on the majestic beauty herself, Alolan Ninetales. I mean, look at that. Ice Fairy, very cool typing. 109 speed, 81 special attack. Still sucks, but what can you do? Very good, 73, 75, 100 bulk. Well, not very good, but above average. Snow Warning, Blizzard, Moonblast. Yes, this thing and Sandslash, when they pair up, they are top tier threat. Like, just look at this. Let's just give this Snow Warning, Blizzard, Moonblast, Freeze Dry, Hex. Does it get Willow? Nasty Plot too. It does not get Willow, but like, this thing is very fast and a threat with the Hail up. And it sets Hail for other people in the snow. Whoa. This thing also, well, Vanillux also does get Snow Warning. Thought that was worth mentioning. Oh, now I love Delmise too. Delmise is very cool. Steelworker gives it a Steel Stab. And 70, 190, above average bulk, pretty good. 131 attack. God damn, that's Tapu Bulu, right? $130. Wait, what? Delmise has higher attack? That's crazy. But yeah, this thing hits hard. CB this shit. Steelworker, that has Anchor Shot. That's its Steel Stab. 120 base power because of the stab. So then you also have Woodhammer. Never mind. What's your Grass Stab? What did I use on this? Power Whip. That's what it was. And then Claw. Shadow Claw. Does it get Sneak? It does not get Shadow Sneak. What was the last move? Was it EQ? It was probably EQ. But yeah, this thing, it hits hard. has really good bulk to back it up. It has that typing. I think it's gonna be UU. I really do, because those stats actually are pretty good. Getting one in game is so hard because it's kind of rare in the fishing spot, and then you gotta get a good nature. Bottle cap the IVs if you didn't get a good one because you can't breed. It's a struggle, dude. Now we're on alolan Eggy himself. That neck game though. 95, 85, 75 bulk. All right, 45 speed. Yeah, yeah, we're used to that on Executor. But 105 and 125 offensives. Like Eggy is no like joke now. Also has Frisk, so that's a pretty cool ability. It gets Dragon Hammer, which that's a pretty cool physical dragon move if you need it, but it gets Draco. It gets what grass? Energy Ball. It gets Flamethrower. It gets a lot of special moves, Leaf Storm, and it has a lot of moves. Jeez. I think this thing will be RU or even UU possibly, but then it's Sceptile's there, so I don't know. Or is Sceptile gonna be there still? This is a whole new meta. Everything's renewed, or like everything is redone. So I think this thing could be RU or UU. Definitely not OU, but I don't think it's NU. Let's compare its stats. 95, 95, 95, 105, 85, 85, 125, 125, 75, 75, 55. So lost speed, and that went into attack. Okay. So it went to Alola. Yeah, it got less speed. No surprise. But I'm definitely calling UU on Eggy. Now we're on Como O, which has very good abilities, bulletproof, soundproof, and overcoat. Really good stats. I think this thing's gonna be I want to say OU, but it also could be UU because that's how Gudra kind of was with, and they have very similar stats. 110 attack, 100 special attack, 125 defense, well 75, 125, 105 bulk. Very, very, very good. It has a lot of sets it can run, like sub, belly drum with Salic and reversal, but it gets no fighting stab. Let me just say that. Like it, ready for its fighting stab, brick break. Focus blast if you're run special, but you're not gonna hit that shit. Yeah, that's it. It also has counter, reversal, sky uppercut. That's kind of it. But Como, it does have stats to pull stuff off. It has Dragon Hands. I think it's gonna be OU, but I can see it being in UU. But that's it. Like, this Pokemon is really good. What time are we at? 33. Yikes. I mean, we're towards the end. What are we on now? Now we're on the legendaries. Tapu Koko, easy OU. I mean, is that even a question with the Tapu? I wish Tapu Koko got play rough. But like Life Orb, Electric Surge, Volt Switch, Wild Charge, Brave Bird. This is the new Talonflame with no flying stab. And like this thing is quick to get in and out. If you want to run Dazzling Gleam, like there's a lot of things you could run on Tapu Koko. Like it's just a fast threat. It's in and out and then it has Electric Surge, sets up Electric Terrain. Awesome. It's fast. It hits hard on both offenses too, with 115 and 95, 130 speed, 70, 85, 75 bulk. That's average. Anyway, moving on. Tapu Lele. Psychic Surge sets up Psychic Terrain. Psychic moves are powered up. Oh yeah, you can't fall asleep with Electric Surge or Electric Terrain. And prevents priority. Also has 130 special attack, 115 speed up, 95 speed, 70, 75, 115 bulk. That's above average. Who cares about 85 attack? This thing Psychic hurts. Also has Moonblast as its Fairy Stab. Not much else you need to say. 95 speed tier. Yes, that's kind of slow, but you could Scarf it. You outspeed most things. It's just a nuke button with special attacks. Tapu Bulu, speaking of nuke buttons, this thing has 130 attack, 115 defense, 75 speed, who cares? You're just going to choice band Woodhammer, Horn Leech, Superpower, Stone Edge things. Like, that's all you really need to do. Grassy Surge sets up grassy terrain, which heals Pokemon that are on the ground. So that means your Woodhammer, you will be getting some health back, like 12% or 6%, I can't remember which. Yeah. Also powers up your Woodhammer and Horn Leech, so nothing switches in unless they quad resist and they're still taking like a quarter of their health. Tapu Fini, this is what I said Primarinia was outclassed by, because 75, 115, 130 bulk, incredible. Also 95 special attack, not too bad, actually. You could run it's like Lugia in a way, you could run Calm Mind and be a great wall. You know what I mean? I don't really know much about the Tapus and Kids, you can't tell, because I haven't really used them too much yet. Alright, Kazomium, I could see this thing being NU, even though it's like, and like I don't see this being middle cup, I could see this being NU because of that bulk. Just 43, 131s, that's kind of similar to Toxapex, but a little weaker. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah, these are obviously Ubers in case you can't tell. But now I want to talk about the Ultra Beast. Nihiliego, although it's the most unused Ultra Beast, I could see this thing staying in OU. It's not too broken. 109, 47, 131 bulk. I don't know what to say about that because I have 47 defense, but I could see this thing definitely staying in OU. Buzzwole, I could also see this thing staying in OU. It's not too broken, but like they're all Ultra Beasts are all very, very good. The lowest they'll be in is definitely OU. Pheromosa, this thing's going to go to Ubers. I mean, 137, 137, 151. Is that even a question? 37, 37, 71 bulk. Yeah, who cares, though. Xurkitree, scarf that shit. 173 special attack. Yeah, 83 speed. You're above the base 80s in Scarfers. Also, specs, nothing switches in, unless you're immune. Celesteela, it's like Bronzong, but better. I mean, 97, 103, 101 bulk. Also, wait, did I say 97? Well, yeah. 103. Okay, yeah, it also has 107 special attack, so special attacks still hurt. Even if they're fully invested in defenses, which they should be. Kartana, definitely, this one I think is going to go up to Ubers. I mean, 181 attack with 109 speed. Are you kidding me? That's above Keldeo and Terrakion in speed. Also is Grass Steel type, so it's very good defensively. Also has 59, 131, 31 bulk. I mean, that 31... You're not living any special hits. You're weak. You're frailer than Pheromosa. But 59, 131, even uninvested, that's still really good. Let's actually see. Uninvested, your defense is 298. That's crazy. That thing's going up to Ubers. And then you're with Guzzlord. This dude, 223 HP, 53 bulk. That's above Blissey in defense, but you're still very bulky. You have 101, 97 offensive, 43 speed. I mean, you're in Alola. What do you expect? I see this thing being UU. I really see this thing being UU. It's not too... It's bulky, but, you know... Yes, it has 97 special attack, 101 attack. I see this thing definitely being in UU. It has no reliable recovery outside of rest, and has no setup moves. I definitely see this thing being in UU. OU maybe, but definitely UU. And Necrozma, sorry. I always say Necromanza. 97, 101, 89 bulk, 107 attack. That's not shabby, but compared to 127 special attack, yeah, you should be using special attacker. And then decent 79, well, alright, 79 speed. I don't know. I see this thing being OU, like... I definitely see this thing being OU. It's a legendary. It has Prism Armor, which is Filter, where it reduces super effective hits. I just don't think it's going to be top tier OU, but it's definitely going to be OU. Alright, now we're on Magearna. I always thought this was Magiana, but gear. It's literally a gear. It has shift gear. It has gear for a face, you know. Magearna. 80, 115, 115 bulk. Awesome 130 special attack. Even better. 95 attack. You know, that's not bad, especially considering it gets shift gear. But 65 speed, yes, that's slow. But Steel Fairy is such a good typing. And it has Soul Heart, where it raises your special attack by 1, or, right? Soul Heart, raise special attack when any other Pokemon faints. That's really good. And you also get Fleur Cannon, which is Draco Meteor for fairy types, Flash Cannon for your other stab, Aura Sphere, also, like I said, Shift Gear, Ice Beam, Iron Head, like Volt Switch. It's really a good mon. That thing is definitely saying OU. Well, this video has been long enough. I'm sorry this one was so long, 40 minutes compared to 30 minutes of the other one. Jesus, but we got through everything. You all know my predictions. Leave yours in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, and most importantly, be sure to stay fly.